Jim Davidson and Piers Morgan clash on GB News over Sadiq Khan's comments on class divide. In a high-stakes episode of GB News, tensions flared as comedian Jim Davidson and journalist Piers Morgan went head-to-head over the controversial remarks made by London Mayor Sadiq Khan about the deepening class divide in Britain. The clash not only spotlighted the ongoing societal issues but also drew unexpected connections to the royal family, leaving viewers on the edge of their seats. The episode began with a sharp introduction, setting the stage for a discussion that promised to be anything but ordinary. Davidson, known for his outspoken views, appeared visibly agitated as Morgan opened the floor with Khan's comments. Is the class divide really widening, or is it just a narrative? Morgan probed, his piercing gaze fixed on Davidson. This simple question ignited a firestorm of debate that would captivate audiences for the next hour. As Davidson launched into his critique of Khan, he painted a vivid picture of a London that felt increasingly alien to its residents. "You can't walk down the street without being reminded of the wealth gap," he exclaimed, his voice rising with passion. The camera zoomed in on Morgan, who leaned in, intrigued yet skeptical. "But Jim, isn't it the responsibility of the politicians to bridge that gap?" he countered. The tension was palpable, and viewers could feel the stakes rising. Just as the conversation heated up, Morgan introduced an unexpected twist. "You know, this class divide echoes the discussions we often have about the royal family," he said, a smirk on his face. "After all, they live in a world of privilege. Can they really understand the struggles of the common man?" Davidson's expression shifted from anger to contemplation. "That's exactly it. They're so removed from reality, how can they lead us?" As the audience held their breath, the camera panned to the studio audience, filled with eager faces reflecting a mix of agreement and disbelief. Could the monarchy, with its centuries of tradition, truly relate to the pressing issues of the everyday citizen? Viewers were left pondering this provocative question. As the debate intensified, Davidson shared a personal story that drew gasps from the audience. He recounted a childhood memory of visiting a royal estate during a charity event, where he felt both awe and alienation. "I stood there, surrounded by opulence, and all I could think was, this isn't my world." His voice trembled with emotion, resonating with viewers who understood the disproportionate realities faced by many. Morgan, sensing the emotional weight, countered with a compelling narrative of his own. "You know, I had a similar experience," he revealed. "I once interviewed a member of the royal family about their views on homelessness. Their response: it's a tragedy. But what does that mean in the face of real action?" The audience was left in a state of reflection, pondering the sincerity of those in power. As the back and forth continued, Davidson accused the royal family of being out of touch, claiming, "They don't even know what it's like to worry about paying rent." The atmosphere in the studio became electric, with Morgan pushing back, "But they do charity work. Isn't that a step in the right direction?" Davidson retorted, "Charity isn't enough. It's about real change." With each exchange, the stakes grew higher, and the audience was gripped by the unfolding drama. Viewers began to question not only the effectiveness of the monarchy but also the broader implications of leadership in addressing social issues. Would they rise to the occasion, or would they remain ensconced in their gilded cages? As the segment approached its climax, Morgan posed one final, incendiary question: what if the royals themselves were to step down and allow a new generation, one more in touch with the common people, to take the throne? Davidson's eyes widened, the implications of such a statement hanging heavily in the air. Just before the show cut to commercial, Davidson leaned forward, a glint of determination in his eyes. "Perhaps that's exactly what we need, a revolution in leadership." The screen faded to black, leaving viewers with a tantalizing cliffhanger about the future of the monarchy and its connection to the class divide. As the credits rolled, the audience was left buzzing with questions. Would the royal family adapt to modern issues, or would they remain stagnant in their privilege? The clash between Davidson and Morgan not only sparked a fiery debate on social issues but also set the stage for an evolving narrative surrounding the monarchy. What would this mean for the royal family's role in a changing Britain? And how would the public react to calls for a revolution in leadership? With anticipation brewing, viewers were left eagerly awaiting the next installment of this unfolding saga, hungry for more insights into the intersection of class, politics, and the crown.